much of an opening statement. Just excited to challenge the big challenge of getting on the road and playing right now the best team in the conference, and definitely one of the best players, in my opinion, the best player in the conference in Brooke Olson. So it should be a great challenge for us.
Yeah, Chelsea, probably the highest stakes and the toughest test of the season coming up this weekend. I guess, what is your message to the coach's message to the team this weekend going into Duluth?
Well, we don't sugarcoat it. We are letting our women know how good Brooke Olson is and how good this team is, but they know it. Duluth has been one of the better teams in the North for the last couple of years, so it's nothing new for our women to, be surprised by. We just are, it's tough to win on the road, and it's the best team, so we have to be extra sharp.
Really, this is the first time all season that this team has had a bit of adversity in the loss column. How have you liked the response out of the team this week?
Yeah, I mean, we just got right back to work, focusing on fixing some things. Obviously, just little things defensively that we could do better Saturday that we did compared to Friday. But, it's partly my job to make sure we get some more action offensively when we go in those lulls of shooting and scoring. So putting in a couple different things that might get us some better looks within our offensive scheme.
One more win for you guys. Clinches a playoff. We're only top 4 teams qualify, but if nothing else, one more win clinches a top 4 spot in the division for the first time in, who knows how long. So I guess just how big of a step is that going to be, and would that be for this program?
That's the plan, to get 4 more wins, but we'll be happy, just being in that spot. But I hope, and I really feel it's not a shock to us this year. It's what we've been striving for. I told you my first year here that we can win here. It's just taken more time than I wanted it to take. But we are a team that is believing in ourselves, and we're betting on ourselves, and we did the work to get here, and I'm glad and hopeful that our women can see it pay off.
Chelsea, you talked about how good Brooke Olson is. A lot of times you hear about in basketball where it's not just the person that's guarding her, but the whole team that's got it's a team effort to stop her. Is that kind of your guys setting?
Yeah, it's definitely a team effort for our style of defense. What we'll have to do when we switch some things and just mixing some different things up. But yeah, they run a lot of things through her, and she's good enough to shoot the ball every single time. Their whole team is really good. They have nice guards to complement her and a true post inside to work with her. But she is just fun to watch, not when I'm prepping for her, but she's a fun women's basketball player to watch.
Yeah, on the first week where you guys lost, just talk about kind of how you guys just got a chip on your shoulder, after losing and wanting to come back, these next.
Yeah, obviously, I think we should have split last weekend. We let one go on Saturday, and that's probably what hurts more is letting that game slip between our fingers. So I keep, staying up late at night rethinking how I could have done better, but we just have to take it one game at a time, and we know we're taking on the best, and it's going to be a battle. If we play our best, anything can happen, of course. But, we just refocus and say we can play our best, and we can compete with anyone if we stay to our plan and stay sharp and fix those little things.
All right, Brooklyn. Well, this weekend you got probably the highest stakes and the toughest test of the season coming up. I guess what's the team's message, or what's kind of the mentality going into Duluth?
Yeah, this week we're just trying to focus on us. Last week we let a couple games slip by. Just didn't lock in on what we were planning on doing, what we've been doing all year. So I think better let that happen earlier than later in the season. And this week we're just really focusing on us and what we need to improve on to be competitive this weekend.
Yeah, you mentioned the losses last week. It's really the first time all season this team has had, a bit of adversity in the loss column. How have you liked the response out of the team this week?
I liked it a lot. I mean, last year it was kind of same story, different weekend of, if we could have just done this, if we could have just capitalized on this, like we had them. And this year it's been a lot of like, we did it. We did what we needed to do. And so that was nice. Last weekend was a little taste of what we've been dealing with in the past, and no one likes going back. No one likes going backwards. So I think everyone was just really aggressive in practice this week and really ready to just go out there and play hard this weekend.
You guys are 1 win away from clinching a playoff berth. Obviously, this year different with only half the teams qualified, but you're 1 win away and making the playoffs. So how big of a step is that for?
Yeah, definitely not something that we've been familiar with in the past. We've always been a team where let's go beat someone that's not expecting it. And so to finally be a team where we're competitive and we're at the top, it kind of feels like a long time coming, and our team's been working really hard for that. So I think it's just kind of a good feeling of, okay, we've done what we've needed to do, and we've turned our culture around. And so it's just really fun to see the results.